better is if my grandfather and Kirsten's grandmother were related. Mom and Dad, I'm sorry I was such a brat growing up. You're my You're my closest friends, and you've always been there for me. My favorite memory, hands down, was riding with the two of you down a windy country road in Ireland. I've never laughed so hard in my entire life, and it's rare that families have such a close relationship and cherish it every day. It was difficult growing up in a house with two mothers.
That would be your
Amy, you quickly realized that I idolized you as a kid and would do whatever you asked me to. Most siblings would have taken advantage of this. I'm sorry to say you did the same. In a few years, I'll sit down with Jake and tell him that he doesn't have to take any of Sam's crap. And that he definitely doesn't have to act like a butler, or at least should act like a dog. Those were dark days, and I'm trying to forget them. Thank you so much for all your advice over the years. You've always been the first person I call. You've always been honest with me, even when I didn't want to hear it, and you've definitely molded me into the person I am today. Darren, you're the older brother I never knew I needed. I was a bit skeptical at first when I saw how upset you were that your dress shoes were splashed with air conditioning water in my apartment in Chicago. You turned out to be much more low maintenance than me. There's a photo circulating tonight of the two of us wrestling. And even though I was in excruciating pain, it was great. I never forget that moment. I never had a big brother growing up, and you've definitely stepped in and made up for it. You've given me great dating advice in the past, and even though all you did is quote the movie Swingers, I'm sorry to say that I followed none of your advice with Kirsten. I actually called her the day after our first date, and you told me to wait for 3 weeks. You and Amy are amazing parents and have 2 incredible children. I can't wait for the two of you to have the same relationship with our kids as we do with Sam. Dennis, from the moment I met you, I was greeted with a big hug. You've always seemed interested in my stories and asked questions about my job and family. Seeing you with my parents makes me smile as well. It's as if you've known them forever. I'm excited to be officially part of your family. You did a great job raising Kirsten and Carrie, and I can definitely see your personality reflected in them. A few months ago, when you came to visit, I tried to prepare in advance. In my freezer was an ice-cold bottle of Akavit, the Norwegian-infused vodka, traditionally chased with beer. After a first shot, however, I overheard you yell into the other room, "Kirsten, I can't believe it, you're marrying a guy who bought Swedish Akavit." So, you make a mistake every now and then, and next time I promise to get it right. Mary, it's been great getting to know you in the last 2 years. The surprise birthday you planned for Dennis was great. You brought Dennis and the whole family together, but most importantly, it was a great opportunity to really hang out and get to know each other. I'm excited to hear you. Carrie and Kendall, although I won't be changing any diapers anytime soon, I can't wait to meet baby Angus. That's the name I said we should have chosen. It was between that and Marley. I love the fact that the two of you live in Denver and we'll have a little nephew coming soon. I know that whenever you two are around, good times will be had. Whether it's listening to Carrie's sometimes inappropriate stories or watching Kendall's smoke the competition in triathlons, you each bring a unique perspective to the table. Carrie, when I get back to Vietnam, let's go back to the shooting range. There's a few clay pigeons out there with my name on them. Dean, I'm lucky to have the opportunity to get to know you as well. When we went skiing together at A-Basin, every single time we got on the lift, you said, "Onward and upward." And it's become so ingrained in my brain that now when I get on the lift, I say the same thing. Congratulations on your big move to Madison, we're all excited. Bill and Fred. I have to be honest, I was more nervous for my family meeting you two than I was for my family meeting Kirsten. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I fully intend on not taking any of your shit. I am one of you now, and there is nothing you can do about it. I would like to thank my grandparents, Doris and Eddie. Thank you so much for the great welcome bags for the out-of-towners. I know it's very hard to let those ginger snaps go as well. Everyone else loved the snacks too. We really appreciate you making the drive down here. We wouldn't be the same without you. I promise it isn't much longer. I would also like to thank all of our friends that helped with the details. Stephen, Pam, EJ, Brandon, Charlie, and many more. You've all been great. Deb, thank you for helping us with the ceremony. the ceremony. And for setting me up with Kirsten. We owe this all to you. I want to thank Diane and Mark. I'm saving you near the end because I didn't want to choke myself up early on this speech. Kirsten introduced me to you to what some people would call early in the relationship. I think the reason for this is that you were probably the real relationship test. Our first dinner at Barola was